So I'm Sean Newman and I'm with Anita, and we just wanted to discuss some of the things that are working well for you and share best practice with other estate agents so we can raise the standards in the UK. I know you're getting a lot of success. So you've been with us for 6 weeks, is that right?
I have, yes.
And tell me, how many market appraisals have you done?
In 6 weeks I've done about 15 market appraisals.
Yeah.
5 of which have come straight to the market.
Brilliant.
Another 5 I have booked in between now and Christmas.
Wow.
And I haven't lost any to any other agents.
Brilliant. That's a great start.
Fantastic.
And now some people might think, well, you're probably cheaper than everyone else. Tell me what fees you're getting or what other agents are charging. And
for the first time in my life, no, it's we're actually the most expensive.
Yeah.
We're getting 2.5%. We're getting an upfront fee of £1,000 plus VAT.
Yeah.
I'm even having people say, can I do it now, the bank transfer, so that it's sorted and I don't give you a cheque? Fine, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Had one yesterday where they actually said, Anita, 3 other agents I've had before you, the dearest I've been quoted is 0.75.
Yeah.
Went through the difference of buying into myself, the company that I represent, and that's what he wants. He wants exposure, and the only way he's going to get exposure is paying for it.
Yeah.
So he's coming on the market in November.
So I think a lot of estate agents out there believe that sellers only want to pay 1% or less, and they're seeing the cheaper online agents. They've got to reduce their fees. That's the way to get business. Clearly, that's not the case with you. So how are you able to get 2.5% or 2% compared to another agent that's only charging 0.75? What are you offering? What are you doing?
I think you've got to first believe in it yourself. You can't go to anybody's house thinking, I'm going to tell them the house is amazing and it's beautiful and we can do this and we can do that. They expect us to fail.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to go there with the stories of success. You've got to show them what you can do. You've got to be there with your bag of tools. And I know one of my colleagues down in your rugby area, I think his bag of tools is about this big.
He's got pilot's case.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what you've got to do. You know, you've got to believe in it yourself. You've got to be passionate, and you've got to be able to deliver.
Yeah.
So when somebody says to you, oh, but you know, you've had that one on the market or whatever the question, you come armed with, you know, well, this is because this client wants to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe they're not ready to sell it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And have your success stories. They love success stories.
Yeah.
And it's only that they will then agree that she's who I want to sell my house. That's what I want. And the first thing that people will say is, well, is that negotiable?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know, you've invited me here because you've seen what we've got to offer.
Yeah.
You've seen my magazine that's come to your doorstep or whatever's happened before I've got here.
Yeah.
We've arrived on time, we've delivered what we said we would deliver. And sure enough, yesterday, 3 agents, he had a but to say about all of them.
Yeah.
I liked her, but. I liked him, but. I like that agent, but.
Yeah.
I left there knowing we've got no buts, have we?
Yeah.
Okay, I've delivered everything that you want.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Great. And so I know one of the things you enjoy doing are the videos. Tell me what, you know, a lot of estate agents don't do videos. What's your view about videos and why are they so powerful for you?
For me, that's the reason I came to Fan Country.
Yeah.
That is one of the things that 12 months ago, when I first met yourself, I just thought, if we don't do that, we can't move forward. And maybe they were doing it down south, but up here in the Midlands, nobody was doing videos.
Yeah.
I might have mentioned to you that Dad wanted a Jag.
Yeah.
We're on holiday in France. Jaguar sent out a video saying, here's the Jag you wanted, it's red in colour with white interior, and then he puts his face on and we can have a deal on it. My dad bought that Jag in France.
Yeah.
Never even saw it.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm selling £1 million houses and I don't do a video.
Yeah.
He's selling a 40 grand car, he's done a video.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
And do you find the sellers like it and the buyers like it? What's your feedback?
Sellers love it.
Yeah.
Some even want to feature in it.
Yeah.
You know, we had one of the guys where he was pouring the tea for the vendors while they
Yeah.
were sitting in the garden on a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Got to make it interesting. You know,
Yeah.
nobody wants to sit and watch a 3-minute video and it's boring.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've really enjoyed doing the videos. I used to do Homes Under the Hammer, so I was
Yeah.
used to being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, the clients, it's almost unexpected now.
Yeah.
You know.
And what would you say to anyone who's a bit nervous of being in front of the camera and a bit concerned about the hair or the makeup or whatever, to say the wrong thing? Any advice?
Just do it.
Yeah.
That's my only tip, is just do it. I've not got lipstick on today.
Yeah.
I haven't put any on this morning. I didn't
Yeah.
come in here thinking, oh, we're going to video. People aren't interested in you. They're interested in what you've got to offer.
Yeah.
Make sure that, you know, you're talking about something that's interesting.
Yeah.
The guys that do the video, they're going to edit it anyway. They're going to have you talking in the background while they're showing the kitchen.
Yeah.
That 3 minutes isn't 3 minutes of Sean.
Yeah.
That 3 minutes is presenting what we're there to present
Yeah.
to the best of our ability. And
Brilliant.
we've got some great videographers, so
Good.
it's been brilliant.
Okay, that's great. And then you, one of the reasons you've got these market appraisals and appointments to speak to people is because you've been proactive. What have you been doing to generate market appraisals to get business?
So we've got fantastic tools, and again, the company that I work with currently, they do support you. They arm you with all your ammunition that you need. So I think if you're going to do this, then you need to look into what marketing do they do, what support do they do, what training do they offer. And Fine & Country have been amazing, absolutely. So the magazine that we have, it looks good, it is good, it's professionally produced, there's nothing cheap about it. So when I go out there, I want to give this magazine to everybody that's in the market looking for a property.
Yeah.
That is something that we promise to our customers, to our vendors. We say we're going to make sure this magazine with your property in it, along with all the other properties that we put on the market in the UK, to all the properties that are on the market for sale currently.
Yeah.
So to go to somebody's door and say, you know, hi, I've come here with our Refine magazine, Collection magazine, or it might be that they've sold their property. So I've come here with a booklet to advise you on timescale to your move. How are you going to prepare?
Yeah.
So everybody's being receptive. I've had people actually say to me, I'm so glad you've come to my door because actually my house is worth £750,000. I didn't know which agent to go to.
Yeah.
He's having nobody else out,
Yeah.
putting it on the market in September.
Brilliant,
So-
brilliant. And so, was that, when I mentioned about doing that the first time, was that a concern to you, like effectively knocking on a stranger's door and talking to them about selling their house? Did you have any concerns about doing that?
Frighten the life out of me.
Okay.
Absolutely frighten the life out. The one thing I didn't expect to be doing at my time of life or with my experience, but actually I love it. I actually now diarise it in my diary that Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday mornings, couple of hours it takes. If you are a bit nervous, do it in nice weather, because sometimes you get there and the door's open or they're in the garden. So you're not actually approaching them, they're already out there. But I tell you now, the first time you've done it, or after time number 5, you will want to go out again tomorrow, because that, like I said, is where my valuations have come from. And I'm cold starting in the area, so you know, some people, they don't know who we are, but it doesn't take long before they do know who we are.
And you're offering to help them find a house. Gone are the days where buyers are calling estate agents or popping into offices, and if they're not coming to us, then it makes sense to go to them. And
Absolutely.
Most people who are selling want to buy another property, so there's probably no better way for an estate agent to spend their time than talking to people who want to sell and potentially want to buy, showing them what you've got and seeing if you can help them with that countdown to moving booklet you mentioned, or it could be other tips on removals companies. So that's worked well for you, has it?
Really well, really well.
Good. And is there anything else you want to add that's worked well for you? You've done open houses. Have you done any open houses?
I've got
yet?
an open house booked in. Obviously 5 weeks in. We've got everything ready to go for it. So we've done our video. We've done our intro video. We sent that out, and we've got lots of people already asking, can we have the details, can we arrange the viewings on them, it's working really well.
Brilliant. I think that's all we've got time for. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Really
Good
pleased.
to see
Thank
you.
you. Take care.